This is the Jeff Crilley Show on Talk Radio 1190 AM.
Welcome back to the final segment of the Jeff Crilley Show. This is a first for my show. I don't think I've ever had 4 guests at the same time. So the event is coming up. It's called Work of Heart, and I'm going to have you guys go around and introduce yourself and tell everybody what your role is with Work of Heart.
Okay.
Karen?
I'm Karen Lucchese with Ella Marie Beauty, and I partnered up with Barbara, meeting her on the last show I did here, and we connected and have come up with an event to help her cause, which is a wonderful nonprofit, Texas Lawyers for Children. And we are having a night of fashion, beauty, and art at the Samuel and Gallery, and a wonderful MC, Melissa Poe. It will be a great event, and I hope we have a lot of people out there to support this cause.
Absolutely. Barbara, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Barbara Elias Percival. I'm the director of Texas Lawyers for Children, and we're a nonprofit organization that works to protect abused and neglected children from falling through cracks in the systems that are supposed to protect them.
It's so powerful, and she's a returning guest. You guys did meet on the show. I
Yes.
think it's so cool how magic happens on this show.
Yeah, we thank you for your magic.
Thank you. Melissa?
I'm Melissa Poe, and I would say I'm a former reality show person, but anyway.
Once a reality show, always.
Right, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
So anyway, so through that, though, I've had opportunities to be, host and be an MC, and so Karen and invited me to be an MC and host. So my heart is for children. I usually only work and help out charity events if it's for children. That's my what I do. I don't do anything except for children. So I'm honored to do this, and I'm excited. And so I hope we get a lot of people, coming out and supporting that organization.
Absolutely. And if you recognize her on YouTube, if you're watching this, you remember her from Big Rich, Texas.
Big Rich, Texas.
That was a great show.
I was the nice one.
All right. And JD?
Yes.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, J.D. Miller, and I'm a co-owner with Samuel and Galleries. We're in the Design District on Dragon Street. And we founded the gallery about 9 years ago. My partner's Philip Romano. Many people know him for the restaurant business, but he's also a very talented artist. And one of the things that we do is we really believe in the law of attraction, that what you put out into the universe is what you get back. So one of the things we do with the gallery is look for special events to host at the gallery and use our particular facility and abilities to help people. So that's why I'm here.
And as long as you've got the mic, you're going to be doing something special that evening with Facebook Live or a live event?
Yeah, actually what I'm going to do is paint. I'm going to create a painting live. I don't do that very often now. I usually do it once a year at the gallery on Valentine's Day, but occasionally we'll find a special event, and if it seems like something that's really worthwhile, I'll go ahead and do that. So I am going to create a painting from start to scratch in front of a live audience, and then we're going to use that painting to benefit the charity.
And just, I'm curious, as an artist, is it a lot of pressure when you're doing it in front of an audience?
You know what? Not really. Not for me. I grew up as a performer.
Okay.
That was my first career. Give me a mic, give me a stage, and I'm happy. So
Yeah.
I actually really like it. It kind of gives me a chance to get out of the studio and
That's cool.
interact with people and capture all that energy.
There's no do-overs, no eraser.
No, that's true. Yeah, you only get one. You only get one chance.
Okay, Barbara, let's go back to you and remind people what this is all about.
Well, it's about the children and protecting them. And there are so many cracks in our child protection system and in the court system that handles their cases. When a child is abused, they are removed from their home, and there's a court case and a court-appointed lawyer who is supposed to protect them and advocate on their behalf. And it's a very underfunded system. And so our nonprofit helps make sure that those attorneys have training and all the tools they need to get the best result for the child. And I'll just give you one example of some of the cracks that I'm talking about. There are many, many wonderful foster parents who help these children, but not all foster parents are good people. And some of them are the Jerry Sandusky's of the world, the sexual predators who volunteer to be foster parents to have access to vulnerable children. Others only do it because of the money, and they want to get the payments from the state, and they are abusive to the children, physically abuse them. And a federal judge has said that the Texas foster care system is broken, and it's harming children more than helping them and violating their constitutional rights. And that's why attorneys for children are so important to protect them. So when a child's being harmed in a foster home, there's so much turnover with Child Protective Services that the caseworkers can't necessarily maintain a close relationship with the child because there's a new caseworker every month. And so children only tell someone if they're being harmed if they have a trusting relationship with that adult. And so the attorney for the child can be the one that the child is willing to say, I'm being harmed, and let them know what's going on so that the attorney can go to court and get the child in a safer situation. That's just one example of why attorneys are important to these children.
Absolutely. And so this work of heart goes to support your efforts. Tell us what people are going to experience if they attend.
And Karen's been planning it, and we're so grateful for Karen. I'll let her talk about this wonderful event she's putting together.
It's going to be a very relaxed event, fun, energetic. We'll have the red carpet. We'll have a wonderful MC, live auction. We'll have the live auction items, music, food, drinks, a little bit about beauty, of course, art, and just bringing people together to have a good, relaxed time and a great facility to view some wonderful pieces of art. I had never been to the gallery, and when I walked in to view it for this event, I was floored. I mean, it's the most beautiful gallery I've ever been to.
Wow.
And the pieces are just exquisite and different, and I think people are going to just have a wonderful time just being a part of seeing the art and the beauty and the women and the men. And we have a lot of, pro athletes are going to be there in support.
Awesome.
The Miss Texas, Mrs. Texas, a lot of pageant winners will be in some gowns and fashion, latest fashion trends. So it should be a very fun evening, and looking forward to the live painting. I can't wait for that. I'm just so excited.
For people listening or watching later on YouTube, how do they get involved? How do they sign up, or how does that work?
Yeah, you can go. We have a Facebook page, which is a work of heart. You can go to and go directly online for tickets, donations, sponsorship. We're still looking for the sponsorship and donation for auction items. Those are always welcome. Myself, Ella Marie Beauty and Skin Snobs is the other company that partnered up with Barbara in support of this charity, and we're this will be the first of many events to come, and the hopes of helping them and getting them some support.
Outstanding. Barbara, did you want to add something?
I just want to add the easiest way to find the tickets is to go to facebook.com/Texas Lawyers for Children, and there's an event there posted that's called Work of Heart.
That's awesome. And Melissa, I know you're honored to act as the MC that evening. Tell me why this cause touches your heart so much.
Well, I think most people who do know me personally know that I actually was part of the foster care system. Yes. And so, you do see some horrors out there. I was fortunate, though, that I did have a foster family that I knew a little bit, but they were very loving and very caring for me. And so I know that what it's like to be a foster child. So it's just anything to do with children, and especially that, abused children and the foster care system.
And I know you've attended a number of events. Dallas has a very vibrant social scene.
We're not short on events.
But this is going to be a special event, won't it?
It will be.
Talk some more about it, Melissa.
And I think just being able to bring awareness, for your organization and charity, and just basically these children are defenseless, and so. Yes. I just think, if you can't come to the event, maybe even, go online and donations or sponsor. But I just think, more money given to the charity and organization, raising money and awareness for that is going to be wonderful.
Absolutely. And JD, let's talk a little bit more about your gallery for those who are not familiar.
Yeah, it is Samuel Lynn Galleries, and people ask where did the name come from, but it's actually named after my daughter Jamie Lynn and Philip's son Sam, so Samuel Lynn. But we founded it really with the idea of bringing not just great art to the community, but providing a venue. When you do come to our facility, we've got 11,000 square feet. We have an HD theater. I have my studio there. Wow. It's really a special experience, and we designed it with being able to do this kind of event and really do it in a special way. So that's why we're here. We're here not just to do great art, but to literally give back to the community, and that's what we do every day.
That's awesome. And when they first approached you, did you already start thinking, "Oh my goodness, I can imagine it right now"?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, well, and of course, how can you not do something, for kids, to help kids? So that was number one. And then the other thing is I paint very rarely live now. But I felt like something about this really resonated, and I said, yeah, let's do this. So let's make this bigger than just the normal event. So it is kind of special that I'll be able to get in there and actually create something for the event and add maybe a little touch of my own.
That's cool. Barbara, what kind of fundraisers have you had in the past, and how does this differ?
This is totally unique. We've never had an event like this before, so we are so thrilled. We do a concert at the Rustic. That's one of our events. We'll be doing a clay shoot in the fall, and we do an educational event in December that's a lunch event where people can learn about the issues and the plight of foster children. But this is the first and only time we've done an art event with the beauty and fashion elements, and so we are so grateful to Karen and Melissa and JD and the gallery for putting this on and for all of their extra contributions. And it truly is a work of heart. You can tell that their hearts are in this and their hearts are for children. And we hope that the public who has a heart for children will come out and be there on July 27th. It's from 6:30 to 9:30. And we just are so grateful.
How many tables or how many people do you expect?
Probably we don't have tables. It's because it's all
Okay,
open concept where
Sure.
it's mingling and
Gotcha.
some high top tables and hand passed hors d'oeuvres, and we have the bar there. But we're hoping to have about 500.
Wow.
500.
That's a big event.
Yeah.
You got to turn down the AC, don't you?
Yeah,
You
we'll
get
get
500
plenty
people in the
chilled.
room. It gets warm. So tell us again how people can sign up for either as a sponsorship or buy a ticket.
Just go to facebook.com/Texas Lawyers for Children and look for the event Work of Heart. And there's a link there for tickets, sponsorships, or donations. They can do all at the same link.
And this really could become an annual event, couldn't it?
I would love it to be an annual event.
Tell us, Karen, again, what because you were just going to be on my show that day, and
Yeah.
what magic happened?
I was on your show promoting the skincare and alternative health care, and when I heard Barbara's story, it just really touched my heart. And after the show, I kind of stalked her and followed her outside and stopped her, and I said, I want to know more, and I know as an adult what the court system is and how abusive it can be or hard it can be. And I could only imagine as a child going through that and not having protection, being thrown in the court system and then back into an abusive home and no one cares about you, and a child feeling alone and not having the means to help themselves. So, after hearing her story, I just connected, and she's a, full-time person I'm helping year-round. So I'm excited about that, but it really got to me listening to the story.
That's awesome. We only have about 20 seconds left, so give us the website one more time, Barbara.
Facebook.com/Texas Lawyers for Children.
Outstanding. Well, thank you all for being on the show.
Thank you for having
Great
me.
to
Thank
Good
you
luck
so
with
much
your
for
event.
having me.
And we'll see you next week.